How's everybody doing? My name is Alan Roberts. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is having a fabulous week. A little chilled today where I'm at, but I am very happy to be with you today, working on a major project, almost done. Can't wait to announce. But today we're going to talk about why Heart Attack Grill proves obesity is now normalized. So if you aren't following me on X, by the way, Alan Roberts at X, please go follow me. And I'm sharing stuff every single day on there, causing people to be very, very, very upset and enjoying it greatly. I can tell you that I'm enjoying the post most recently today about this heart attack grill. And it's not actually about the grill. The grill is a disgusting place where if you weigh over 350 pounds, you get to eat for free because why the fuck not? We live in fucking Babylon, right? But let's just go to it because I'm blown away by some of the responses, but also we just need to recognize like this is why I keep saying like everything is skewed, right? Like we have skewed reality with our piggishness, basically. Um, Now, I hope everybody understands. If anybody from this video would be upset by this, please reach out to me, and please, I will help you. Like this is what I do for a living. We help people that have finally woken up to the issue that they are hurting themselves with food. And my wife and I have run a very successful coaching business of which we have helped many, many people go from morbidly obese to healthy and keep it off. If you've weight cycled 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds multiple times, I have no idea why you wouldn't take advantage of our incredibly low price coaching that involves daily communication, weekly video conferences. Here's the link for 6 months worth of it. It's $199.99 for 6 months. That's not expensive at all, especially when I guarantee you'll likely save more than that in food in the first month or two. And plus your life, all that stuff, right? However, this is the grill. This is what my caption on this is when people say they're not even that big. That's because the norm is morbid obesity in America. Now, I am going to show you this. We will go person by person, because that I think is the wild thing about it. I want you to think about just your normal daily life, right? This is
ladies on the scale.
So what the fuck is she wearing, first of all? I mean, know your body type, lady, but so many people have told me she's not even that big. She is super morbidly obese. Just FYI. Viscerally and by BMI, body fat, that is a very morbidly obese woman, right? I don't know if she would classify as super morbidly obese because I do not know her height, but that is a morbidly obese woman. That woman is, in fact, hurting herself every single day via food. It is not even a question. It's absolutely 100% reality, you know? Looks like a fun restaurant. Sure it does. Weirdo. Anyway, here's all. The trolls suck anymore. That's just on a side note. You trolls fucking suck. Like, you know, like could you not do better than that? Like, it looks like a fun place because I'm telling you it's a fucking horrific place. That just means you're a horrific person. Like, the normalization of this shit is absolutely disgusting. And it's not even an appearance thing, although it is biologically hardwired into humans to find morbid obesity unattractive because they are a burden upon society. Like, as we were evolving, a morbidly obese person was more than what they were worth. You know, like, basically they were more of a burden than what they were worth. They did not input as much as they took from society, as is the same with right now. Everybody is just in their deep ass fifis about making sure that they feel okay. Everybody needs to have a safe space. Fuck this shit. A safe space for these people would be in a gym and or a inpatient therapy to get control of their weight. Like, this is insane. It gets worse.
Tell me how much you weigh and
So I had somebody tell me like she's fat but she's not obese. Like, literally this woman, I was told she is fat, she's not obese. Let me see if I can blow this up just a little bit more for you. That doesn't work. All right, here we go.
I'll show you people who weigh the same as you.
So, FYI, larger than any tight end, or excuse me, any NFL linebacker. I mean, any NFL linebacker. Fatter than, bigger than, because NFL linebackers normally aren't fat, but she weighs more than any NFL linebacker, and it's approaching close to any NFL tight end. Most of these guys are like 6'6", athletes. She's some chick laughing about how fat she is. She's twice what she should weigh. She's very likely twice what she should weigh. It's fucking tragic. Just fucking tragic. I've had so many people say that this woman wasn't fat. She's just a normal woman. 204. She's also bigger than linebackers. About a foot shorter and bigger than a linebacker. Like, this is not cute. It's not funny. Like, these women are hurting themselves with food. They are fucking pigging out every day. And this goes the same for men too. This is not cute or funny on men, although nobody thinks it's cute or funny on men. We have Slay Queen Slay, but if you're a fat dude, it's horrible. But also, I will point out this, and I always say this: it's easier for men to lose weight than women. Way easier. Look, she's walking all dainty. 240. 240. She should likely weigh 140. The number of 240-pound women is just insane. Like, you should not have a 2 in front of your number if you're a woman, unless you are an extremely tall woman. Or you're some sort of very serious anomaly. A 200-pound woman needs to be extremely tall, very, very muscular, to not be obese. And even then, like, there's no women that have a 2 in front of their name, or in front of their weight as the first number, that don't have a waist to height ratio that puts them at morbidly obese also. None. Like, unless, again, very tall or some sort of very serious anomaly. Obese. Morbidly obese. Oh, jeez. She's upset. She doesn't get the free meal. She's a 298-pound, 297-pound female. Upset that she doesn't weigh 350, which means she hasn't weighed herself in a long fucking time, by the way. But upset to get people, or upset to have it be that she has to pay for her fucking meal, right? Like, that is wild to me. That is insane to me.
Ladies on the...
I just don't get it. Like, where have we gone wrong? Like, I can add a little bit of how we've gone wrong. We've gone wrong because we've coddled these folks. Like, everybody should just point and laugh. And I know everybody's, oh my God, it's so mean. What's meaner? Them literally being so comfortable that they just laugh it off and they don't do shit about it, or you laugh at them. I would prefer to laugh at them. People say, like, we shouldn't fat shame. Why the fuck not? Coddling has not worked. We have coddled people in the last 10, 15 years about their fucking weight. We've made them try to feel better and all sorts of shit. Look where we're at. There was a close to 300-pound woman should be something like you almost never, ever, 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 ever see. Like, it just shouldn't be, it shouldn't really be a thing. But also, I would almost guarantee you that scale skews low so they can avoid paying for people. I would bet that scale is 5 to 10 pounds low too. It's insane. Let's see here. Let's do some Q&A. I've got some time. So waist to height ratio, waist to height is better than BMI. It's much better than BMI because it's much more predictive. However, on a population level scale, BMI is incredibly accurate. And most of the people that have a problem with BMI, the problems they have with BMI do not fucking apply to them. Most people are like, it doesn't even register muscle mass, says the person that hasn't gotten their ass off the fucking couch in like 5 fucking years that weighs 300 fucking pounds. That's normally how that shit works, right? Let's see here. I should weigh 135 to 140, and I may not reach that without skin removal, but I will get pretty close. Well, if it's a skin removal thing, you got to keep that in mind. Please do, by the way. Yeah, most fat people who complain about BMI are death fats. They're like that fucking big. Like that big. So stepping on a scale for a free meal isn't humiliation, but your doctor's doing so is. Makes a very good point to point out. Very, very, very good point to point out. I hadn't even really thought about that, but that is so true. We live in a society where people mentioning another person's weight is somehow shaming. Too fucking bad, people. Like, where do you think that these women are going to end up in 10 years? Do you think they're all going to just naturally get smaller without effort? No, they're going to get fatter. The average person gains about 5 to 10 pounds per year unless they are very, very in tune with what they do. And that has a lot to do with activity levels as you get older, a lot to do with portion sizes just creeping up. It's one of the reasons why we have people do the 75-20-20 protocol. So it's one of those things where I just wish people could understand that it's not it's not just like, oh, that's how fat these people are going to stay. As they get older, they're going to get fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter. I used to work at Neonopolis, the block that holds Heart Attack Row. The amount of people walking by being probably only being 230 is so insane. That's crazy. See, and it lowers the expectations of society too. Like it absolutely lowers the expectation of society. That's in the comments section. If you go to Alan Roberts on Twitter, which you should go right now and follow me, share all my shit, please. But when you look at it, people are like, oh, she's not even that big. They're all fat as fuck. They're fat as fuck. The 230-pound women are all likely 100 pounds overweight. And I know people get weirded out by that, but the average woman should weigh about 130 pounds. The average woman's 5'3.5" tall and should weigh about 130 fucking pounds. Reality exists. And even then, for some women with low muscle mass, that's fat. It is what it is, right? That BMI is only accurate when it comes to bodybuilders. BMI is only inaccurate when it comes to bodybuilders. I would agree with that. Bodybuilders, maybe some people of Samoan or Polynesian descent, that sort of thing, because they normally have large muscle mass. BMI is pretty accurate for morbidly obese people. Well, we can all. If you have a BMI over 35, that means you have about 100 pounds on you more than what you're supposed to. Close to it, like 80, right? Depending on height, obviously. But I will say this: if you have 80 pounds of extra muscle on you, you're not fucking healthy either. Not how you got that 80 extra pounds of muscle. Like if you weigh 265 pounds as a man and you still have a 28-inch waist, you are absolutely unhealthy. One, that's all active tissue. Like, your body needs to pump blood to all that shit for you to even fucking function. And two, what the fuck did you do to yourself to get to that fucking weight? You did not do that through just, eating eggs and fucking working out consistently. If you weigh 260 pounds as a male and your average height and you are, lean, you are literally fucking, you might as well hook up an IV of juicy vitamins, 250 for a male or female is morbidly obese, unless you're very tall. Do something. Once I reach my goal, hopefully next year, I'll definitely invest in lipo. Gotcha. I was white knuckling it home last night, and those celebrate their food addiction. I couldn't sleep because of the cravings. I'm very sorry to hear that. Hey, just one more time, we can help you with that. And by the way, I thought I'd do something here a little different, right? So since you're saying you were white knuckling it and everything like that, why don't we do this? I've got some Q&A time, so why don't I make it so if you want to hop on live with me and we can talk about weight loss, here's the link to do so. The only caveat I have The only thing I'm saying is that you have to have your camera on, and and it has to be you. You can't be wearing a disguise. But one, here's the coaching. I'm telling you, if you have lost and gained, if you're having trouble with your food addiction, binge eating disorder, anything like that, which by the way, binge eating, okay. Binge eating, I am killing it. I am going to be at 5 fucking years here in about a month and a week. I cannot believe it. Oh no, Eddie Hall is not healthy, but Eddie Hall would be the first one to tell you he wasn't healthy. He would be the first one to tell you he wasn't healthy. Absolutely. He's absolutely not. So what I was saying, by the way, folks, if you wanted to come on camera and ask me questions and we could treat it like kind of like a consultation, here is the link right here, and we can go from there. Apparently at this restaurant, they spank you if you don't finish your meal. Is this what the fuck? They spank you if you don't finish your meal? Hell no. Like, I'm talking hell to the motherfucking no. Hell no. Hell no. Goddamn no. That's fucked up. So insane. So insane. Give me 1 second. I don't need to check something. Get the exact date. I am working on something that tracks this for me. I am 1,787 days today binge free. Boom. That's what I got to say about that shit. Let me see if that's going to be working. All right. Let me back to you guys. All right, here we go. Any tips on people who want to gain? My friend is struggling with that. Oh, no, I'm not hearing about it for the first time. I've known about it. I just saw this video today and I thought we should discuss it. People have sent me stuff on Heart Attack Grill thousands of fucking times. And I do mean thousands. Okay. 52% down. 52% down. I know it's a little selfish, but I wish there was some loose skin insurance. There should be. Like, I would argue, because here's the deal, right? I would argue that loose skin should be covered, but Ozempic shouldn't. All right? Because here's the thing. If you have taken it upon yourself to get healthier and you have not burned the rest of society should then help you. And loose skin, especially if you have a lot of loose skin, can be extremely dangerous. Loose skin for a person that was very, 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 very big can cause life-threatening like complications. You can get necrotizing fasciitis between the skin folds, so many things. So I would suggest that should be covered much more easily and way, way, way more readily than Ozempic or Wegovy or any of that bullshit. Ozempic and Wegovy, their job is to make you eat less. Like, it's not some magic thing. And I'm going to argue with this, we know what happens when people get skin taken off of them and graft it. Like, we know that is almost like, unless it's enormous, it is almost always more beneficial to the person. As we can see over history, it's almost always more beneficial to the person because they get rid of skin that can get infected, all sorts of things, right? This is sad. Lost 90% of my body fat, insurance will not cover it. That's disgusting to me. Because here's the thing, you probably have so much loose skin that when you work out and when you run, it is actually an issue. That is what should actually be covered, if you ask me. Like, the problem is that people don't want, like, they would rather keep people on Wegovy, Ozempic, everything like that, because that is a comeback every month thing. Weight loss or skin removal surgery, that's a one-time fucking gig. And it shouldn't cost fucking $30,000 either. Like, absolutely not. It shouldn't cost like tens of thousands of dollars, right? I'd imagine you always do need to use compression, just basically because if you don't, like, especially if you're working out, it can be dangerous. Like, it throws off your skew. Like, especially, this is really prominent when very large people, like 500-pound people, start losing, and they lose about 200 pounds, and then they're getting more active. Like, you can move to the right, but your skin will be moving to the left, and it can cause a lot of pain and injury. So that should absolutely be covered, Yeah, without compression, my skin slaps me. That's dangerous too. And that's bad for the skin. It causes it to stretch more, so much stuff like that. It's craziness. Absolutely craziness. In Canada, skin removal is covered if you meet certain criteria due to Tomit's complication. I'm not sure what that meant. So I get the skin thing very frustrating for me, and mine isn't even bad. My older sister has an apron since she had 3 kids and was close to 300 pounds at one point. The aprons can be very bad because they can get very seriously infected. Most people have to tuck them into their pants, and then you have skin on skin with moisture, and that can be extremely dangerous. It can cause a very serious staph skin infection, lead to necrotizing fasciitis, lead to all sorts of other problems too. Jimmy, I hope you're doing great, man. Hope you're doing great. So that's why it should be covered. Skin removal surgery should be covered on insurance. It shouldn't even be a fucking thing, right? It's wild to me how people can get a cosmetic surgery sometimes on, for insurance. Like if they will do a double mastectomy for a person that has gender dysphoria, they abso-fucking-lutely should be able to take the loose skin off somebody. 100%. It's dangerous to have loose skin. It's not healthy for the person. But they will gladly cover Wegovy, Ozempic, and stuff like that. And I know people are like, well, their drugs are great. You have no idea what that means 10 years from now. They have never done a long-term study on these drugs for safety or how your body is going to react to it. Literally, for all everybody knows, somebody that is on Ozempic for 8 years straight could all of a sudden just literally fucking fall the fuck apart. And it leans more towards that for how serious the side effects are for it. And your body was not meant to have a slower gastric emptying. Like it's not supposed to happen with that. These drugs, again, if you use them, great. I hope they work really, really well for you. I do think you should try to find an off-ramp. I do think you should try to find a way to make sure that you do not have to constantly be on them, because they will, in fact, fuck you up later on. And I can't prove that, but you can't prove they won't either. I'm just saying, with all the deleterious side effects, it's like, think about it this way. An alcoholic gets used to the hangovers. They don't even notice them anymore because they are so fucked up. Your body gets used to the side effects of Wegovy or Ozempic. It doesn't mean you're not fucked up. It just means your body's getting used to toxins. That's actually not a good goddamn thing. Okay? People need to start treating being 20 pounds overweight as an emergency. That's about a year of hard work to lose at a healthy rate. Skin can recover from that without surgery. I completely agree. Also, if we started impressing upon people to not get fat at all, skin removal would not actually be a thing. I mean, we wouldn't even really need it. Like 20 pounds overweight for a woman, your skin will snap back. Shit, pregnancy, and even a lot of times women get so big even during pregnancy when they're not obese that they might have to have something done. But that's a completely different thing. For the average person, without it being a childbearing thing, like, you should not get big enough where you have to have skin removal from you. You should definitely not get big enough where you have to have things like arm skin and leg skin removed and back skin removed. That means you've just abused your body. But it should be covered if you do and you recover from it. And by recover, I mean you take it upon yourself to change your lifestyle, hire a really fucking great coach like this one right here, and you decide that you are going to make it so you can live, and you need to recover the rest of the way by getting skin removal surgery. That shit should be covered. Oop, not the one I wanted to share. Here's the link to the coaching one more time. Whoop. Even though after losing 286 pounds and keeping it off for 5 years, you would think it would be, but insurance says it's cosmetic. I mean, 286 pounds. I'm going to argue that you probably have anywhere from 30 to 40 pounds of extra skin on you. I mean, at least 30, I'd imagine. That's a lot of weight to fucking lose. Especially if you're not extremely tall. That's a lot of weight to fucking lose. There's going to be probably, at minimal 20 to 40 pounds of loose skin to be removed. That's an issue. Because not only that, and don't get me wrong, these surgeries are something that you should not want to have. And you should take them very, 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 very seriously. And they should only be done, and I will say this, because I've said before in the past, you should just learn to live with it. If you just got a little pooch, learn to live with that shit. Hopefully it'll fucking eat itself after a while. But if you've got a lot of loose skin, that shit can be dangerous. That shit can be very, very, very dangerous. But I will argue this. We should still, as I've said, that should be covered by insurance just as readily, if not more readily, than Ozempic and Wegovy. Personally, I was experiencing gastric dumping syndrome and rapid transit through the bowels. Colonoscopy, endoscopy found nothing. Tirzepatide stopped that. Hasn't come back after stopping, thankfully. I mean, I'm happy, but that's very anecdotal. I'll say, as a 5 foot, 112 pound mom of 3, even if you're fit at 20 or in your 40 and 40, your shape. Even if you're fit at 20 and 40, your shape and expectations have to change with life. I would love to not have skin, but it's life and health is. Yeah, I hear you. Then, thanks for the offer, but I'd be mortified. I upped my protein, went for a walk in the sun, and dehydrated. I feel sane again. Good for you. Very good for you. Very, 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 very good for you. Oh yeah. So, all right, folks, I am reaching the end of the day. I'm hoping to have a big announcement coming up. So I might be back on later. I might not. If I am, please join. If not, follow me at Alan Roberts. Follow me at Alan Roberts right over here on X and the MFing COO on Instagram. If I'm still there, they might delete me at any given day. So hope all of you have a phenomenal day. My name is Alan Roberts. God damn.